Hello from Seoul. Are you looking at the takeout menus for ordering some chicken teriyaki? Please throw that away. What? You're looking at the app? Then sorry about that. Just never mind. Anyway, chicken teriyaki is not a thing only restaurants can make. It's way easier than you think, so you can do it. And if you do, I'm pretty sure you will taste the best chicken teriyaki that you ever had. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's get started. As I said earlier, chicken teriyaki is super easy to make, so even if you're not a good cook, you can even make it within 5 minutes. However, to do that, you need to make delicious teriyaki sauce in advance. So let's make the sauce first. What? Sounds difficult? Don't worry about it. As always, with me, nothing's gonna be a problem, so buckle up. For this, you will need onion, green onion, garlic, and ginger. What? Too many ingredients? Don't worry about it. You can skip all of these aromatics because they're not the main star of the show. They're more like assisters to make it as close to the restaurant quality. So if you don't have them, just skip them. Don't worry about it. Still gonna be good. First, let's start with some green onion. Roughly chop it, but only the white part. Next, onion. I'm just gonna use a quarter of an onion. Once you're done that, place them on a baking sheet with 3 to 4 cloves of garlic and a chunk of ginger. Now let's pop these under the broiler for about 10 minutes or until nice and charred. If you don't have a broiler, then just grill them in a dry pan. That's totally fine. Meanwhile, in a saucepan, let's add 1 cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of mirin, half a cup of sake, and half a cup of sugar. Keep adding all your veggies and bring it to a boil over medium heat. Once it comes to a boil, reduce it down to low heat and let it simmer for about 10 more minutes. If you just keep it on the high heat, it may get too salty and bitter, so you may not get that pleasant sweetness from your teriyaki sauce. So please let it simmer on a gentle heat. Also, during the simmer, you shouldn't really walk away because it can easily overflow. If that happens, this 5-minute teriyaki chicken will take more than an hour to clean your stove. You don't want that to happen, right? Once the sauce is reduced by 2/3, remove it from the heat, and when it's completely cooled, just put it in a jar or bottle, and there you have it, your homemade teriyaki sauce. As you can see, it's not that difficult, right? But it will be much better than the store-bought teriyaki sauce. Now with this amazing sauce, let's make chicken teriyaki. For this, you will need chicken, green onion, and some cabbage. First, let's chop some green onion, but only the white part. When this nice and thick green onion meets the fat from the chicken, trust me, it will taste phenomenal. So please don't skip the green onion. Next, slice some cabbage. As I said in the previous video, if you're not confident with your knife skills, you can use a vegetable peeler. That's totally fine. And once you're done that, please soak them in cold water. Otherwise, by the time you serve this, you will be met with some unappetizing thing as a garnish. So don't skip this step. Lastly, let's prep our main ingredient, chicken. Trim off any excess fat that you may want to remove, but leave the skin on. Today, I'm using boneless chicken thigh because this is normally used for chicken teriyaki, but if you prefer chicken breast, please go ahead and use that. No problem at all. Once you're done, season both sides with salt and pepper. You could have made a marinade with the teriyaki sauce, but let's keep it simple this time. I know you like that more. After that, coat it with some potato starch. You don't have potato starch? Then you could also use cake flour. Don't worry about it. They both will give you a more crispy texture and help the chicken absorb more of our fantastic teriyaki sauce. And that will be absolutely amazing. Alright, our chicken is ready. Let's get cooking. Put some oil in a pan and place it over medium-low heat. Once it gets nice and hot, place your chicken skin side down, and then add the green onions. When the green onions are nice and charred, remove them from the pan and set them aside. And once you've got good color on one side, flip them over and gently cook the other side for another couple of minutes. Are you nervous about your chicken being undercooked? Don't worry about it. Just put a lid on. That's gonna help. When it's golden and crispy on both sides, change the heat to low heat and generously brush your teriyaki sauce all over the chicken. You could just add the sauce into the pan, but as you can see, it's gonna give you a more authentic vibe. And here's one more tip. When the fat from your chicken meets your teriyaki sauce, it's gonna be more flavorful. So don't forget to coat the outside with the sauce in the pan. Alright, our chicken is done. All you need to do is just slice it. How does it look? It looks so juicy and delicious, right? And it smells incredible, so I think Claire can't wait that long. She seems really hungry right now. So let's start plating. Put some cabbage on a plate and add some Kewpie mayo, tomatoes, and grilled green onions. If the cabbage and mayo is not enough for you, then drizzle some of that teriyaki sauce. Trust me, it will go so well with your cabbage. Lastly, place your chicken on the other side. How does it look? It looks fantastic, right? If you have this with a bowl of rice, you will feel on top of the world. Alright, let's call our taste tester.
Claire?
Ooh, teriyaki chicken? Honestly, I was not lucky enough to find the best teriyaki chicken place, or I have not tried enough. So hopefully this can be my new favorite. 치킨 위에 있는 이 소스가 봐. 윤기 나는 게 와, 장난 아니다. 알지? 나 닭껍질 별로 안 좋아하는 거. 뭔가 맛있어 보이네? 한번 먹어봐야지. I can't wait to try. 와우. 장난 아니야. 이거 내가 알던 치킨 테리야키가 맞나 싶어. 대박, 진짜 맛있다. 일단 불맛이 엄청 강하게 나. 이 약간 소스도 살짝 탄 것이 그게 뭔가 너무 맛있는 것 같아. 그리고 다시 말하지만 내가 원래 닭껍질을 별로 안 좋아하잖아. 그 씹었을 때 그 물컹물컹거리는 느낌이 너무 싫었단 말이야. 근데 이거는 약간 크리스피하면서도 동시에 쫀득쫀득거려. 괜찮은데? One more bite. 와우, 진짜 맛있네. 소스가 단맛이랑 짠맛이 진짜 밸런스가 기가 막혀. This time I want to try the green onion because it looks amazing. I love it has a nice char on it. Ready? 말해 뭐해. 너무 맛있네. 진짜 이거 있으면 밥 한 공기 진짜 끄떡 없을 것 같아. More bites. 내가 맨날 어디 가서 치킨 데리야키 별로 안 좋아한다고 말했잖아. 이제 그런 말 하면 안 되겠다. 맛있다.
You're not so sure you can use it all, so you need more recipes? For those of you, I brought this stir-fried udon noodles. For this, you will need onion, cabbage, carrot, udon noodles, green onion, and some grilled chicken teriyaki. Actually, this guy isn't really necessary, so you can use any protein you like, so don't worry about it. First, let's start with some onion. Depending on the size of your onion, slice a quarter or half an onion. If it's too thin, you're gonna lose all the texture because we're gonna stir-fry this. So let's chop it not too thick, not too thin. Next, I'm gonna use the cabbage that I used earlier. But if you have some leftover bok choy or napa cabbage, you can use them too. That's gonna be amazing. And then cut some carrots into bite-sized pieces. Lastly, chop some green onion into small pieces. As always, more green onion, more delicious, so please be super generous with this. Now, let's make the sauce. In a small bowl, put 2 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and mix it well. Actually, you can just go for teriyaki sauce. It's gonna be fantastic. But this little amount of oyster sauce will bring it to the next level. And then for the noodles, I've got these udon noodles, but you can also use any kind of noodles you like. So just use anything you have in your kitchen. Now put some oil in a pan and add in the green onions. Once they start to smell real nice, change the heat to high heat and add all the vegetables. If you want to make it a little spicy, you can add 2 or 3 dry chilies. That little bit of heat will give you that extra kick. Once the veggies are halfway cooked, add in the cooked noodles and the sauce we made. Now all you need to do is just stir fry it for about 2 minutes. Once that's done, transfer it to a serving plate, and on top of the noodles, place our teriyaki chicken, some Kewpie mayo, dried bonito flakes, and green onions. Alright, it's done. What? You wanna make it prettier? Then add a little bit of beni shoga, Japanese pickled ginger. Your family or friends will think they're sitting in a Japanese restaurant. Alright, let's see how it tastes.
Claire?
이건 또 뭐야? 가스오부시로 맛있는 걸 잘 숨겨놨구만. Let's dig in. 가스오부시에서 엄청난 풍미가 느껴진다. 우마미가 느껴지는구만. Oh yes. There's another piece of teriyaki chicken and the udon noodles. 와, 옆에서 보는데 육즙이 장난이 아니다. 치킨 테리야끼는 아까 먹어봤으니까 우동 먼저. Let me try the noodles first. 난 갓소부시를 좋아하니까 많이 묻혀서. Ready? 맛있다. 진짜 식당에 온 것 같아. 진짜 너무 잘 어울린다. 이 소스랑 우동면이랑 너무 잘 어울리는데? This time I wanna try with chicken. 우동이랑 치킨이랑. Ready? 와, 진짜 대박이네. 훨씬 맛있어지네 또. 치킨 너무 촉촉하고 너무 맛있다. 기껏 우동 해줬는데 또 치킨 얘기해서 미안한데 진짜 너무 맛있다. You guys really should try this. It's so good.
Today, I showed you how to make chicken teriyaki. As you can see, as long as you have that teriyaki sauce, it won't take more than 5 minutes. And if you try it, I'm pretty sure you wanna throw away that old takeout menu on your fridge. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.